Hey everybody, welcome to today's live Not So Live series. Today we're actually not going to be live, but we've pre-recorded some of our practice sessions on how things are going to look when you return back to NCEFT, some of our safety measures in place and things like that. So I hope that you find it helpful and useful. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, either your therapist or instructor directly or anybody in the main office. Thanks.
Upon arriving NCEFT, you will park in the designated parking spot and text your therapist or instructor, letting them know that you are here. They will then text you back, reminding you and anyone else in the car to put on their masks and please leave your window up. They will then sanitize and put on their personal protective equipment and will meet you at your car. Once the therapist or instructor arrives to your car, please remember to leave the window up. They will go over a health screen checklist for patient and client families. Some of the questions on the checklist ask if you or anyone in your household are experiencing shortness of breath, 2 or more of the following symptoms, recently been in contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID, or traveled recently to a restricted area that is under travel advisory, according to the U.S. State Department. Temperatures will also be taken of everyone in the car. This screening has to be done before every session in order for the patient or rider to participate. A temperature reading of 99.4 or higher, or potential exposure to COVID-19 according to the health screen, will result in the therapist or instructor asking you to kindly leave the premises until further instructions to reschedule your session.
You can go ahead and get out of the car. And I'm going to take your hand and we are going to walk over to our session. It is so good to see you. We have missed having our friends here at NCEFT. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use our hand sanitizer.
Before entering the session, the therapist and the client or patient will hand sanitize prior to entering the arena. This will also be repeated at the end of the session.
Okay. Here are our sidewalkers, Deb and Wendy. Our sidewalkers are staff, not volunteers.
As mentioned, although NCEFT appreciates the work that volunteers and sidewalkers bring to each session, at this time, all sidewalking and volunteering will be conducted by staff only to minimize potential risks to our patients, riders, and staff.
There. Okay. And as you thought, let's walk on. All of you walk on. Okay. So when you get off the horse, you can lean forward first. Okay. Good job, Isaiah. You can't do it. Take your feet out. All right, let's go out.
If necessary, the therapist or instructor will walk the patient or client back to their car as needed.
Great session. You did really well. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
After each therapy session, the tack utilized on the horse also goes through a disinfection process. Here, Wendy will describe the process for us fully.
So after sessions, we're going to make sure to hand sanitize, which is right behind Chris. And then we're going to remove the pad, put that in the laundry. comes right off. Turn it inside out and put it in the laundry as well.
For adaptive riding sessions, the procedures and safety precautions remain the same. Taking the temperature, reviewing of the health screen form, and hand sanitizing prior to session. There are times during therapy or adaptive riding sessions where manipulatives may be used. These items are also disinfected after each session. Like therapy sessions, tack used during adaptive riding sessions are also disinfected. Skylar will explain more on the procedures.
I'm going to start with the wipes. Give everything a good cleaning. Apparently this thing dissolves on contact with a soapy cleaner, so this should do the trick. Give the whole saddle a good cleaning with wipes and maybe some other liquid conditioners. Really making sure I'm getting where the stirrup leathers have been touched. So now I'm just going to place these in the laundry bin to get cleaned. And I'll go wash my hands.
Okay, so that wraps up all of our practice sessions, and hopefully you're a little bit more clear about what it's going to look like. A couple things that we either need to review again or we didn't cover in the recorded part would be, one, we're revamping our release of liability forms, and that should be coming to you in an email, so please try to fill that out and have it ready by the time you come to your first session at NCEFT. On campus, we have a lot of new barriers and signage, so please be respectful and follow the directions that we have posted on there. Like we went over in the video, you're going to stay in your car hopefully during the session. If it's too hot or you need to sit somewhere, you're welcome to sit over on the grassy area that's across the parking lot near the fence. We have a client and family restroom that's also over there. We're going to have cones out so people can't park in front of it, but that is also for your use. Next, no one is allowed in the building at this point without an appointment. So if you need to speak with somebody that's in the office, please contact them directly and make an appointment, and we'll figure out some way to have a face-to-face. Payments, if you need to make a payment, Adrian would really prefer that you have a credit card on file or mail a check. That would be awesome. Please don't give your check or anything else to your therapist or instructor. If at all possible, only the client and the patient's parent or caregiver need to come to session. We're trying to limit the amount of people on campus altogether, and so that's one of the ways we're going to do that. I know it seems like a lot. It seems like a lot to me, and hopefully as things progress, we'll eventually get back to normal, but we really appreciate your cooperation and to make this safe and make returning to sessions possible at this time. Thanks. See you soon.